guys, and welcome back to another of my YouTube videos. And in this YouTube video, I'm going to be playing World of Airports. And on my YouTube
Start
channel,
up and push
World
back
of
approved.
Airports has like 40 episodes to the series. So yeah, that was that.
I feel like the way you gotta stop him at that point is his friends clown. Because, like, his friends aren't gonna be like, yeah, that's chill, dude. You destroyed your house with your mom took your phone. They'd be like, bro, what the fuck?
But when people started criticizing her son for being spoiled, she tried to change the story. She posted another video saying her son was mentally ill and that his meltdown wasn't over.
Delta 449er0. Handling started TOBT in 1736 minutes.
Sorry for her and donate. This kind of aggression from kids is everywhere now, even in schools.
I've had a student throw chairs and shoes because I asked them to get their mask put out, but they didn't want to.
And nothing that triggers aggression faster.
That's just, like, some different shit, man. Like, the whole respect your elders type stuff. There would be times where I would, like, you know, make jokes with a teacher or something. I never understood when my classmates would, like, straight clown on a teacher though. Like, that's, like, just, it's not even fun. Like, when a sub shows up and they're just, like, an asshole to them. I remember there would be subs showing up and we would act like we were different people. Like, I would say here for somebody else, but they didn't know who we were, so we would, like, fuck around like that. That's, like, harmless. You're not mentally taxing that person. But just, like, cursing out your own teacher, throwing a chair at them, shit like that, like, bro, I don't want to say, like, they're better than you, but they're your fucking teacher. Like, show some sort of fucking respect. Even if they're an asshole, at that point, it's just like, man, you gotta get through that. That's part of fucking life. And that's what worries me with some people, too, is the kid that acts like that.
Easy 23631. Line up and wait runway 24.
Part of school isn't learning shit. Obviously, yeah, it's like learning the skills to problem solve. But a lot of school too is just learning how to do shit you don't want to do. Because that's a lot of life is unenjoyable bullshit. Like just having to fucking do stupid stuff, right? Not even on just a job level. Dumb shit like going to the DMV, bro. Sitting in a DMV for fucking 4 hours. You know what prepared you for that? Sitting in a boring ass English class.
Chan X5139er. Line up and wait runway 24.
Fucking 12 years. Here, you can take your iPad. Like me. Take the iPad. Yoink it.
But Gen Alpha kids who aren't lashing out are facing a different emotional problem, depression. In 2021, researchers found that high school kids who spend too much time on TikTok experience memory loss, depression, stress, and anxiety. Sometimes even healthy teens start believing they have a mental disorder just because they saw it on TikTok.
An important story for parents to
Well, that was a big problem. Now, I don't think that's as bad anymore, but there was a lot of people that were like self-diagnosing themselves on TikTok and claiming they had serious illnesses just because they saw like, here's 5 signs to know if you have Tourette's, and then somebody just goes, yeah, no, I have that. Like that one TikToker that just like said she had it. Here's 5 signs to know if you're schizophrenic, and then somebody's like, why are you making this video? You gotta go get fucking tested.
hear the rise in teens on TikTok self-diagnosing themselves with rare mental health disorders, in most cases that they don't have, after watching videos on the social platform.
But it doesn't stop at wrong diagnoses. In one bizarre case, teens actually developed physical symptoms.
Teenage girls showing up at their
Qatari
doctor's
3416.
office,
Line up and wait runway 24.
jerking movements. Nobody could figure out why.
Doctors were baffled. It took a team of investigative reporters to solve the mystery.
According to a recent Wall Street Journal article, doctors say all the girls have one thing in common. They're watching TikTok videos of people with Tourette's syndrome, which is a neurological disorder.
How many videos are they watching of people with Tourette's to develop tics themselves? That's not just one video on your For You page. That
first, they stumble upon viral memes that might be funny for an adult, but can be extremely harmful for a child. For example, there are plenty of instances of children quoting the Hawk Tuah meme without understanding what it means. There's even a children's...
Bro, there was some similar shit. Yo, remember the ones, what's the one Low Rider song where he goes, blow my whistle, baby. I used to be singing that in the car. They used to play that on my bus. Whistle by fucking Low Rider. I'd be walking around, I'd be walking in the hallway singing that shit. No idea what you're talking about. No idea what I'm talking about.
Eddie had 6755. Handling started TOBT in 23.
Kids making jokes about P. Diddy and baby oil. That's not something a child should know about, but inappropriate jokes are just the beginning.
No, there's no way. Nobody's making jokes about P. Diddy not knowing what's going on.
Once a kid falls into toxic content, it only gets worse. Some as young as 9 are addicted to controlling videos. Others watch real-life gore and...
Bro, it's too easy to access. The pipeline I had when I was a kid. First, I looked up, I used to Google nude beaches when I was like 10. Then I used to Google boobs on YouTube, right? Then you go through that platform, right? Now motherfuckers just know. Now they just know. When I was like 9, bro, I used to be like, boobs. Boobs on YouTube. Literally, it's a girl's kissing.
And this exposure changes them. They start talking and acting differently. Some get so edgy, they want to get physical with the cops. Although TikTok, YouTube,
Bro, that's not even a Gen album.
even Twitter try to filter the worst content, kids still find it. Because they're always online. Before we explain the next way brain rot is destroying a generation alpha, there's one question that we need to answer. If brain rot content is so bad, why do creators keep making it?
What feels better, clean or a manicure? We won't tell your nail tech.
Miles of flavor, those crispy peaks, 12 flavors so bold, your whole life.
Getting rich from brain rot. Brain rot isn't just about too much screen time. It's also about the fast, flashy content kids watch.
It's not even just about that, dude. The reason people are going to continue to make brain rot is because it's the easiest audience to captivate. You don't have to have a plot. You don't have to have any necessarily creative ideas. You just need very good animation, flashy, visuals, and stupid sounds playing. And there's a lot of YouTube Shorts people that, with the lower CPM, make way more than I do because they just have that audience. And even then, if you belong for brain rot audience, you make money. Because kids can get marketed to so many things that adults want.
While brain rot content is destroying Gen Alpha, it's making those creating it filthy rich. Let's look at the numbers. Starting with one of the worst offenders.
Oh my god, Melon, bro.
Right now, Cocomelon's YouTube channel has 189 million subscribers and 1,400 videos.
Qatari 5430. Line up and wait runway 24.
Times. And every single one of those views puts money in their pockets. However, their biggest payday came in 2021 when the studio behind Cocomelon was sold for $3 billion.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna start being family friendly.
According to Forbes, the Baby Shark dance video earns around $283,000 each month. That's about $9,000.
Wait. Just the Baby Shark video from like 6 years ago makes fucking, what, over $3 million every year?
And $83,000 each month. That's about $9,400 a day. We can't talk about brain rot shows without
And that's one of their videos.
toilet.
Who the hell's playing Baby Shark in 2025?
It's a nonsensical YouTube series about toilets with human heads in the bowls, but it gets over 30 million views per video and could earn up to $23 million per year from YouTube alone. But it's not just videos. Even social media platforms are worsening brain rot by making their apps more addictive. Scrolling on TikTok has been compared to...
And they want to pay you, bro. They're trying to, and there's a battle. You don't see this shit, there's a battle going on literally is just like nickel and diming the creators. The creators can make a lot of money if they're at the top, but a lot of the time short form media isn't profitable unless you're literally pulling in tens of millions of views.
Playing a slot machine in a casino. Every short video gives a tiny hint of dopamine, making users more addicted. Now, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram are copying TikTok, pushing short videos to keep people hooked. And it's paying off. Here's a table showing how much social media platforms earn in 2024. It ranges from
No way Facebook makes the most.
$100 million
That has to be from old people. How the hell does Reddit make money?
to 80 billion. Despite the warnings, nobody is stopping. If anything, they're doubling down because brain rot is a gold mine. This next problem...
How the hell does Reddit make money? Oh, just like watch page ads?
This next problem is serious because it affects Gen Alpha's daily life.
You're at McDonald's and you're craving a double cheeseburger, so you find yourself in front of one of these. Self-order terminals, or SOTs, are in almost every restaurant of the chain now.
Delta 449er0,
and
handling
end up buying
finished,
a big
405
tasty
packs
bacon
on
with
board.
fries and a Coke, plus nuggets and a McFlurry for dessert. Once you see your food in front of you, you feel guilty. You ordered way more than you initially wanted. Many people have this experience at fast food restaurants. Since the introduction of SOTs, the average order has gotten bigger and bigger. But why? Today we're going to talk about one of the most used user interfaces in the world and its countless tricks to take as much money as possible from you. McDonald's is by far the most valuable fast food chain in the world. Its stock price has nearly quadrupled over the past 10 years. Today there are more than 40,000 McDonald's restaurants around the world. Many of them are so-called restaurants of the future. SOTs are a key factor in the success of the concept. With their large touchscreens, they look like giant double-sided smartphones. McDonald's is considered a pioneer in the fast food.
Well, I had to end this video here, so yeah, bye.